Well, Alex Neil, stoppage time is always a cruel way to lose a game. Do you feel particularly hard done by after that?
Yeah, I think for the guys and how much effort they put in, how disciplined they were, and obviously the fact that if you look at, we've got sort of guys playing out of position really. Didn't have any fit central midfield players. Ben Godfrey's been used as a centre back for the majority of the season for the 23s. He gets his start in there. Robbie goes in there for me, and I thought they worked extremely hard. I thought they did as much as you could have hoped from them, really. And I think the one chance we really get to go and try and win the game, the crosses maybe just got a little bit too much on it for Kyle, and that was a great opportunity for us to try and take the lead. And if we did that, it would have given us something to hold on to. We maybe only think 10 minutes to go.
Given that, as you say, you had one or two square pegs in round holes, how pleased were you with the way your team stuck to their task tonight?
Yeah, we spoke about the shape in real detail over the last couple of days, because we need to make sure we're going to be prepared when you're playing Premier League opposition at their place. They're going to move the ball, they're going to move it quickly, and we're going to have to make sure we're organised and we know what we're doing. So, but I think all credit to the lads, they carried it out to a T.
People will say, oh, well, at least you didn't have an extra half an hour, but when you get that close against a Premier League team, it still feels a cruel way to lose, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. And listen, there's no questions, we'd have much rather went up the other end and got the winner in the last minute. But I think if you go into extra time, you're desperate to win the game then, because you've got that extra 30 minutes in your legs, particularly for guys like Russell, Evo, Robbie Brady, who looked as if they'd sort of ran their course. But unfortunately we had to make some substitutes before that. Josh was feeling his hip, Ben Godfrey sort of ran himself into the ground, and Kyle as well was taking cramp. So and that was purely because of the amount of effort these boys put into the game. So I was extremely pleased with them.
You talked about Ben Godfrey, his performance tonight, that the lack of midfield options you've got at the moment. Could you play him in that position in a Championship game on what you saw tonight? Yeah,
well, I played them against the Premier League team today, so yeah, I could do that. It wouldn't be an issue. Obviously, it wouldn't be my first choice to play him in that area. I think he's probably best at right centre back, but as he showed tonight, he's a talented lad and he can do a variety of positions. It's a horrible way to lose a game, but you have run a Premier League team close over 2 games. Does the team take confidence from that? Yeah, I think this level suits us to a different degree. I mean, I've spoke about it throughout the season, because I think the Championship is up and at them, fight, battle, scrap, and I think sometimes that doesn't suit us. Whereas I think when it's more a tactical game and we can have our game plan and we know what we're doing, we seem to perform better. But listen, we need to have that other side to our game, because the reality is we're in the Championship, and to get out of that league, you're going to have to fight your way out at times. So that's certainly something we'll be looking to improve on. But all I can judge the boys was tonight, and I thought they did really well. You've got so many players out injured at the moment. Are you likely to have any of those back for Saturday? Yes, I would like to think so. I can't be specific on who that is because I'm not quite sure, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be as bad an injury list as it was for this game. And I suppose the important thing, you mentioned a few players took knocks, but on the face of it, you seem to have come through without any more serious damage to any players tonight. Hopefully, I think Josh is obviously feeling his hip, as I say, and hope that's a minor thing, because I think he's a real sort of outlet, similar to Jacob. So hope he's okay. It's an old cliche about concentrating on the league, and you have to do that now, don't you? That's all you've got to play for, and the games just keep coming thick and fast. Yeah, of course. And I didn't make any sort of apologies or try to deflect away from the fact that the league is the most important thing from us, and we need to go and make sure we try and win on Saturday. And attention quickly turns to Saturday, doesn't it? In front of your home fans at Carrow Road, it'll be a very different sort of atmosphere to what you had here tonight. It'll be a very different sort of game, won't it? In terms of what? In terms of a packed house. Empty, of course, yeah. Sorry, but I thought our fans were in great voice tonight. So it was good for them to come down and see some of the young lads putting as much effort as they did, and I thought they were excellent. Thanks, Alex. Thank you. Cheers.